What's up everybody and welcome back to another episode of upcoming mods for Fallout 4. This is a series where I show you guys some currently work in progress mods by different mod authors in the community. In today's episode we're going to be looking at a lot of different weapon mods, so if you're a fan of weapon mods or have ever been a fan of weapon mods, following some of the major ones, this is definitely going to be an episode you do enjoy. We have a combination of some of the mods I've been covering getting updates, some of the older ones that I covered a long time ago getting updates, and even some ones we've never seen before. In addition, for my own little shameless plug, I also updated my merch store. I actually added in a few new things. First and foremost, we do have this new sweatshirt. It's just basically that the best juice is orange juice. It's kind of something to be silly. It's more or less to celebrate 200,000 subscribers. I was trying to think of something creative to do that is still kind of tying into Juicehead and my channel, and I figured this is close enough for me. But also in addition, I actually now have a premium section. This is something a few people are requesting. This is going to be the Deathclaw design because that's been the most popular by far, as well as this new juice or orange juice design, just on a higher quality or more premium shirt or sweatshirt. The other ones are honestly totally fine. I have a few of them, as well as many of you guys have been tweeting me that you do like them, but some people like that kind of Nike or Flyknit feel. So the more premium ones are literally just going to be more expensive because it's all in the cost of the shirt itself. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys enjoy otherwise, you can leave a like or comment on this video. It helps boost the popularity, but with that, we'll just jump into it. So we have another update to the 81B companion mod. More or less what this is a new mod for Fallout 4 adding in this robot as a companion. We've seen a few things from this in the past, and largely it is looking really good, but this is the first time we've actually seen this robot in game. It largely is just going to be a robot companion mod, an alternative to the Automatron robots or any of those things that you can get. And of course he kind of is, I don't know, I feel like quirky looking. It looks like something out of a comedy movie, which is giving me that vibe of like a dumb robot in a Star Wars movie that has a little skit throughout the middle of the movie. Either way, I really love seeing these in-game screenshots as well as some of the other work in progress ones, and I'm hoping to see a release on this one at least fairly soon. So we get some more updates to the Lee Enfield, or really the Lee Enfield pack as it has become. The Lee Enfield itself is a new weapon mod coming to Fallout 4 by Axis. This is of course the mod author most well known for his pipe shotgun in Creation Club. He's had some other free releases, but that's really the thing most people know him from. But now he's actually working on a Lee Enfield, as you can see in some of these images. The interesting part though, you may see some other weapons in those images. This Lee Enfield isn't going to just be a standalone weapon, there's actually going to be other things included with it. One such thing is the D-Lyle. This is actually something that I believed appeared in Battlefield 1 or some other game out there. More or less, it's a World War II era weapon that does feature an integrated suppressor, one of the earlier weapons to actually feature such a thing. It looks pretty cool, as well as it does actually have like a pistol magazine sticking out of the bottom of it, which maybe that's just me, but I really like that. I just think it all around has a really cool aesthetic, and it's going to be something I imagine a lot of us do enjoy using in game. And that would honestly be enough to make this really stand out, but it also is going to include the well rod. This is more or less going to be like a internally suppressed pistol or a very compact gun of some sort. There's only a few of these made in the real world, and as you can see, it looks pretty interesting. It actually really looks like a police baton. These two additional weapons I think are going to be much more secondary to the Lee Enfield, with the Lee Enfield seeing a lot of the customization options in the larger mod, but the two additional weapons are going to really make this stand out, and they're extremely high quality in their own right. So then what do you know, we have the SR25. I recently featured this mod in a different video, that being 8 awesome looking mods that never got released. Obviously this one may potentially be getting released. This happened a few times with things I featured in that video. We haven't seen an update for this for many months. I think it's been over 8 months at this point, but the mod author did update us once again. And as you can see, everything is looking top notch. Hopefully we'll get more frequent updates or maybe a potential release of this thing at some point in the somewhat near future. So this one was pretty cool. We have the Metro Exodus Shambler. This is actually going to be something that was featured in one of the trailers for Metro Exodus. Metro and Fallout always have a lot of overlapping themes, so people are recreating many things from Metro in Fallout 4 as mods. This is going to be another addition to that list. As you can see, it looks really cool. It looks very homemade and makeshift. That's something Metro does a lot with their guns, and something Fallout 4 doesn't do nearly enough of, so I really think this is going to be a great fit in Fallout 4. It fits the overall aesthetic and vibe that the weapons do bring to the table, but in my eyes it definitely still looks distinctive enough to actually feel special when you're using it. And then we have another one by the same mod author that I know you guys are going to like, and that's the lever action shotgun. This of course was made iconic by that scene in the Terminator movie, I believe it was Terminator 2. Ever since then, everyone always just wants to get these in games. Lever actions in general are always big things in the Fallout series. Some of the lever action mods I've covered in the past have gotten more attention than any other upcoming mod. Unfortunately, I don't think a single one of them is released yet, but either way, they're really cool weapons. If you guys don't know, there's actually a lever action rifle in Fallout 4 through the Far Harbor DLC. This of course being quite distinctively different considering it is going to be a shotgun, not a rifle. So we have another update on the Scorpion VZ61. This is going to be part of the larger mod, that being Wars, otherwise known as the Weapon Addition and Replacement Suite. This is a mod aiming to overhaul or replace a lot of the boring vanilla weapons in Fallout 4, things like the submachine gun, the assault rifles that all around kind of suck, with things that are significantly more interesting like the Scorpion VZ. This is going to be positioned in the game as a early game SMG, and I'm quite excited for that. I've been pretty outspoken about Fallout 4 really lacking good SMGs. Since then, we've gotten a lot of cool SMG and machine pistol mods. I've always been a fan of them. Just being able to spray bullets at your enemies, especially a common caliber type like 32, is going to be a lot of fun. It's something that you almost feel like you could splurge and do every once in a while, but when you get to, I feel like Fallout 4's weapon systems and combat in general makes it feel very rewarding. Then we have another update to the Service Rifle Redux. This is a work in progress mod by Deadpool 2099, and specifically one of the unique variants coming to the table, that with the Survivalist Rifle. If you guys don't know, this actually appeared in the Honest Hearts DLC for Fallout New Vegas. The story behind it is, it was actually part of a checkpoint in Toronto, USA. With the checkpoint, you never really know what's going to come up against you, so it was actually meant to chamber 12.7mm rounds, that being larger than the traditional 5.56 rounds. It packs a little bit more of a punch because, of course, you want to be able to get through whatever's showing up to that checkpoint. Obviously, it looks really cool in Fallout 4. The Service Rifle Redux has been coming together really nicely. A lot of the work in progress pictures are getting myself, as well as many of you, very hyped, and this is just adding to that. So we do have the Select Fire demo. This is going to be by the Shiny Haxorus. The full video of this is actually up on his channel. I'm only going to show you a snippet because I want you to click on the full video, but I feel like you kind of can see what's going on. It's more or less a mod aiming to add in Select Fire into Fallout 4. He does describe how this is not as self-explanatory as easy as you otherwise think due to engine restrictions and things like that, so he's using different workarounds and maybe not the most efficient method to do it, but either way, it looks like it's working and it looks amazing. Click on this video, support his channel because he has been consistently producing high quality videos. Even though it's just a work in progress video, there's a lot going on here and you can definitely tell he took out the time to edit it nicely. So that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video, but first, like, fun fact of the day, we're actually going to be talking about something fairly interesting. So this is a study recently published about Instagram addiction and how it relates to the big 5 personality traits. Those are like 5 fundamental traits that pretty much every human is on a spectrum of. You could either be high on those traits or low on those traits or somewhere in the middle. So this study of college students actually found that people low on agreeableness and low on conscientiousness were more likely to be addicted or a constant user of Instagram. So to put it in more layman's terms, being low on agreeableness more or less means you are not necessarily the most friendly person, arguably you are a mean person, and typically you're not going to be the most optimistic. People that are low in conscientiousness typically are really easygoing and disorderly, so they don't really have necessarily all their things together. So if you think any of those things describe you, you may be at a high risk of getting addicted to Instagram. That's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video, but actually I have a question for all of you. Do you want me to do more of like kind of reading about recent findings or psychology articles? Obviously take everything with a grain of salt because many of these articles haven't been retested. Someone else could do that same study on Instagram addiction and find totally opposite results. But either way, I feel like it's kind of interesting to actually find out as to what people are actually researching and of course the results of that. So let me know in the comments down below. Do you want to hear more about that and not just general fun facts? But yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap it up again. As always, I thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed and I hope to see you all next time. Later.